I'm really trying not to get stuck on I'm trying not to get stuck on relationship messages because I feel like I don't want to deal with them, but that's a reflection of my inner world, not really wanting to deal with connections. All right, so we're going to do it. I am going to set out to do a relationship, whatever kind, doesn't matter, a relationship reading. I mean, I suppose if it was just there, nothing is not a relationship. I would like to use the Lenormand deck here to get a starting point for this message. Okay. We have dog. And we have man. Immediately I'm noticing the numbers on these. 1828. Dog is man's best friend. I'm feeling like this is a soulmate connection. I don't necessarily think that this is specifically a man. This could be you. I feel like there's a connection in your life that is making you feel secure enough to look toward the future. Maybe you've finally reached a place in your finances where you feel secure enough to be looking at something else in your life. Or maybe, you feel secure enough in a connection to go after a new career. There's a level of security and safety and comfort in this. Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going for something. You're going for something here now that you feel supported. This could even be the universe. This could be the universe supporting you, feeling like the universe has your back when maybe you haven't always felt that way. It's giving you enough courage to go after something that you actually can see. You can see it in your future that you're going to be successful. What is this? What is this thing? Two of Wands, Page of Wands, Ten of Swords. Something that you were afraid of in the past and you decided to put that down and just go for it. A creative endeavor. Maybe you had a career that supported you financially, but it's not emotionally fulfilling for you. Or maybe you're looking to expand an existing career into something that is more fulfilling. Yeah, you're going, I feel like there's this feeling of like going for the gold, growth. It just dawned on me that this is a reflection of part of my life right now. As soon as this growth card came out, I mean, that's the whole purpose of this endeavor of mine. Ooh, growth requires that I come out of isolation. Yeah, this soulmate, this dog card is my soul tribe, my spirit team. In order to grow, I have to come out of my isolation. Have you been isolating as well? What is this isolation about? What's this isolation about for the viewer here? Three of Pentacles. Okay, so whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here, it's actually a collaboration. It's requiring the work of other people. That's why it's asking you to come out of that. For other people, I'm getting two things here. It's the opposite for other people. It's needing to pull away from a group of people so that you can focus on taking that idea and growing it. Like you have too many distractions. So there's two groups of people here. One that needs to come out of isolation and work with other people. And then another group that needs to separate themselves and give themselves quiet time so that they can be productive. What is this project? What is this project? What is this project? Let me get two cards here. One of these, star. It's a dream that you have, something you've been dreaming about that you didn't since you were a child, that you didn't think you'd be able to do, you didn't think you'd get the opportunity to. Maybe you were worried that you didn't have enough resources to go after something that wasn't going to be providing for you, like in a, here we go, a star again. Star again. The star. So for those of you who need to come out of isolation, you need, and it's going to take growth for you to do that. This star here is a symbol of hope and healing. This reconnecting, I'm talking to myself now. This reconnecting with community and with other people is going to be a very healing process. It doesn't look like it by this card, but don't pay attention to that. This card, these cards are actually quite beautiful. They kind of remind me of Aladdin. Like they have like Disney look feel to them. But they're safe to use on here. I don't have to cover any parts of them. Let's see here. I want to know more about this child, because for some of you, this is going to be about, a childhood dream that, those of you who are like wanting to isolate, to like build this, like this thing that you had in your mind, this imaginary world. Maybe you are a storyteller or a writer or, a game creator. You're some sort of creator. But then the other group of you, which resonate more with me, like there's this child part that has caused the isolation, and I am up for the task of growing on camera. So let's do this. Give me a second here. We're just gonna throw that. Okay. My dreaded inner child deck. Can't get away from it. I can't get away from it. Practice freedom, release the weight of judgment. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop judging these cards. I'm gonna try to stop judging these cards. They are beautiful. They're extremely beautiful. If somebody's asking for a hawk as a messenger, here it is. Hawk used to be something that I asked to see all the time. There's some that live, within like 5 miles of me, so I would see them occasionally. All right, let's do this. I want to know what this child has to say. This one and this one. I feel like these are going to be two separate things here. Set boundaries, claim your power, and know your value today. Yeah, for those of us who isolated as a result of our inner child, our childhood, being mistreated. Children who are mistreated are typically not allowed to set boundaries. Especially, I abused children. They're not allowed to have physical boundaries, not allowed to have emotional boundaries. That is definitely a hard lifetime lesson. Set boundaries. All right, I'm gonna get one more. Hang on. What would help that? What would help us set boundaries, please? Eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Just knowing that you're not alone, that there is somebody in your corner. Even if like you feel like if it's a family thing, like a toxic family situation, and you are the black sheep or the scapegoat and you're like the odd one out, you're not actually alone. That system, that dysfunctional family system, is set up so that you feel alone, but it's an illusion. Spirit has your back, and all of us other kids out there, our inner child who was that scapegoat, you're not alone. There's plenty of support out there. One more for that. I suppose there's support groups all over the internet. I'll take the middle one of this, whatever it is. Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. I'm gonna go back to these animal cards. I'm going back to the nature. Lots of flamingos lately. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. This journey to reconnection is important. It's important not to just be isolated in the middle of, you know, that transition is important. It gives you time to adjust. Just like right now, I'm in a transition of connecting to an online community, and as I film this, like there's like almost 0 viewers, and I imagine if I all of a sudden had a bunch of viewers, it might feel overwhelming to me, but if it comes in slowly, it'll give me time to adjust to knowing that other people are actually here with me viewing this part of my life that I have, you know, shied away from sharing with anyone up until this point. Okay, so for those of you who need to take a break, take a time out for yourself so that you can immerse yourself in this project, what do we have for you? Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Reward. Wild card. Wild card makes me think of a blank slate. Like there are no limitations. I feel like whatever you're doing is you're creating something that has no limits. And where it's going to take you is limitless. It's not like I'm going to make this $10 bracelet and then I'm going to sell it for $10. Like that's a very limiting. It's more like I'm going to paint this painting and it might be, you know, I might become the next Van Gogh. Well, he's not a good example. Let's not go with him. You know what I meant? He is not a good example. You do not want to be that. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. I feel like these cards are serving a double purpose. I'm getting several of these a lot. I'll come back to that. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Maybe you're being inspired by the natural wonders, or even by the wonders of the universe. Or if you're wanting to, let's say you are wanting to paint something and you're feeling like you have all these ideas and you're not really sure where to go, you could look to those things for inspiration. The sky is the limit, and the sky is infinite. How do you paint infinity? Volunteer, selfless devotion, willingness, spirit of service, duty, dedication. Also, you could be looking, you could look toward things that are inspiring emotionally. Like stories of how, somebody was friends with a gorilla for 10 years and then they went, they didn't see the gorilla for another 5 years and then they are reunited, that kind of thing. Or maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to spend time on some sort of, what is that? Like some sort of nature quest, like those people that just go like backpacking, or like they just set out and they're like, I'm gonna go, I forget what that's called. Like those people that just are like, I'm gonna go study the bears. I'm gonna go study the bears in the forest, and or whatever it is. Reader, seeker of knowledge, knowledge pursuer, explorer of information. There might be a lot of learning that's required before you can do this thing. Like if you were to go on an expedition, that's the word I was looking for. Like if you are going to go on this expedition, you're going to need to pull your energy back from all of the social activities, or, quite a bit of them, so that you actually can prepare yourself for that adventure. Let's get an animal card for that. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. Maybe you are going to the pyramids, or maybe you're going to be studying like the Bermuda Triangle or something that's full of wonder. Maybe you're working on some sort of documentary. I'm so curious about what you're doing. I'm kind of getting lost in this reading here. All right. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. All right, we're going to pull another crow card here. What are you creating? I'm so curious. If I'm not like this only, I'm not the only person on this planet. If I'm this curious about what you're doing, the rest of the world is curious too. We want to see. We want to know what you're doing. We want to know what you're creating. Your passion, that thing that you've been wanting since childhood, it has value. Bond. Bond. Dog card. One more. Play. Bond. Dog. Play. I don't know if this is important or not, but 18 is half of 36. This dog card, this companion, is the other half of this equation. Interesting. As I'm sitting here telling you to get a little bit of distance. Maybe you need to withdraw your energy from one group of friends to allow a companion to come into the picture who will lead to some sort of inspiration. Is that true? Is that what that is? Interesting. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Maybe it's just that there's a new community. I'm sitting here wondering if I got it wrong. I think I know what it is, actually. I think that I, in the past, would have been in this second group that is like, no, I need to withdraw my energy because I was in denial about needing community. So if you're maybe you know who you are. I mean, if that fits your situation. And I mean, if it doesn't, that's fine too. But if it's like this rigidness, like, no, I don't need to connect with other people. There's this is clearly saying that you do. But again, you're going to know if that's true for you or not. Yeah, it's like this front that I was getting with this. I didn't realize it. About wanting to like isolate. Where is that card? To isolate from the group. I was getting this front and it was like telling me, no, I need my alone time. And so I just trusted that at face value. I wasn't seeing that it was a defense mechanism protecting the inner child here. It certainly was my past self. What can we do to move through that? If for anybody who's watching that resonates with that, what can we do to move through that energy, to loosen our grasp on that defense mechanism? What can I do to loosen mine? I mean, it's still there. I'm working with it, but it's still there. Clear passage. You have many choices to make and move closer to your desires. I make good decisions. Perhaps just trusting your ability to have discernment in those connections, and trusting that you'll respond appropriately to situations that make you feel uncomfortable or any red flags. Knowing which groups of people are for you and which ones aren't. It came out sounding strange. I want one more card of encouragement here with this. Let's see this one. One more card of encouragement for us. We could always use that. Let's end with this here. It's a lot. Mountain of Mastery. Okay, that's a lot. I guess we'll go with it. I'm just gonna read them here. Mountain of Mastery. Ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of Mastery Mountain Pathway. Soul whispers. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. Yeah, we have to trust our ability to do that, for sure. Change ahead. Embrace courage and determination, forging your path with confidence and a readiness to overcome obstacles. Yeah. Yeah, look. It's like... Yeah, I make good decisions, embrace courage and determination. We are capable of making good decisions, and we are capable of discernment. Yeah, I think that this is probably the best advice, though. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. Because you can trust your intuition.